Breaking news, my country people. Daniel Bwala has taken to his verified Twitter account, taking a taunting tone while he addressed the United Kingdom's official entry into recession, dragging P2B alongside. Now I wonder how some politicians can be so shameless. How some politicians can be so shameless. They stoop themselves so low, bringing themselves to nothing, calling P2B, challenging him to come explain how the UK veered off course from the economic success seen in countries like Egypt, China, and Malaysia, how he specifically pointed out the reversal from a focus on production to what he termed as conjunction. Daniel Bwala's tweet reflects a mocking stand towards P2B, suggesting that he should explain the UK's economic turndown in comparison to nations that have managed to sustain growth and development by referencing China, by referencing Egypt and Malaysia. Daniel Bwala's, statement has, draws attention to the contesting economic trajectories and implies that Obi or others in similar position should be able to talk about why the UK has fallen behind. So, Daniel Bwala noted how the UK has officially entered recession due to the poor economy and due to inflation, calling on P2B to come explain to us how they drifted away from China, how they drifted away from Egypt and Malaysia, and how they have moved back from production to consumption, according to him, conjunction. So the use of the term conjunction, we all know, alters with the word production. So Daniel Bwala's decisive attitude towards the UK's economic approach, it implies a departure from the sound economic principles and a shift towards a less effective or meaningful strategies by highlighting the UK's recession in context of a challenge to P2B. Daniel Bwala emphasized the political dimensions of economic performance and the political implementations of policymakers. This tweet serves as it is a provocative commentary on the UK's economic challenges and has invited a response from Obi or others to engage in an economic discourse. And overall, Daniel Bwala's tweet adopts a confrontational tune as it calls the attention to UK's economic woes while also challenging P2B to provide an explanation or a justification, which is quite unfortunate that Daniel Bwala has taken his time to drag P2B into UK's affairs due to their recession. Now, how does UK's recession, how does it affect P2B? How does it concern P2B? Why dragging P2B into UK's affairs and their economy? How does it really affect P2B in any sense? So Daniel Bwala has joined Rino Omokri. That is what I can say. Daniel Bwala has practically joined Rino Omokri in dragging Peter Obi. In dragging Peter Obi, that is all I can say. In criticizing Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State. So my country people, I don't know what's happening in Nigeria. It seems that when politicians, fall off with their principle, they tend to look for another person they can work for. Now I see Daniel Bwala as a stomach infrastructure politician, a belle-faced politician, a politician that will sing and dance and clap for you when you give him food. So it seems that this man is looking for a job elsewhere because it's obvious that he is quite jobless. He doesn't know, he doesn't have anything else he's doing aside going around trying to drag P2B to gain the attention of the president. Else, why would Daniel Bwala be calling out Peter Obi? For long, Daniel Bwala have tried calling out P2B, trying to drag his attention. And also, Rino Omokri have been doing the same. And all these things started when Daniel Bwala had a fallout with Atiku Abubakar. We all know that Daniel Bwala is no longer working for Atiku Abubakar. He's no longer working for the People's Democratic Party. And all these talks started coming when he visited the president in France, you know, pledged to support the president's government no matter what and all of that. So my country people, this is quite unfortunate that Daniel Bwala has stooped himself so low, after he went to visit President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have been trying his best to drag P2B to gain the attention of P2B. I must say, most of our politicians are really, really shameless and they don't have any atom of shame in them. They can do anything just to survive. And I guess that is just the game of politics in Nigeria. But then Nigerians have reacted. The economy of Africa or Nigeria economy. How does P2B become your target for appointments? You are not his match. Simply close your mouth. The P2B I know will not reply you. Already he sees you as a big fool, so he never wastes his time to reply people like you, like Adeyanju, like Rino Omokri, like Asari, pigs like all of you. Who takes Daniel Bwala serious? Na cash and carry spokesperson. Atiku and Okowa paid well to get your services during election. How the clueless and criminal-minded president met with you days ago and now Obi is your target, abi? Just dey play. Please, Daniel Bwala, go and learn handwork because you're no more important to the society. The president should please give him appointments. Hunger is everywhere. Even the elite have lost focus. This barrister is in serious need of appointment, and I have personally read through his arguments and see that he is educated. He's an educated illiterate. Okay, guys, Voila. Why are you showcasing your poor knowledge of economics, and why are you calling P2B to explain the economic situation in a faraway UK? When he has offered to solve problem in Nigeria through production and consumption. But you, INEC and Supreme Court truncated the selfless service he generously intended to give Nigerians. There was political rigging, INEC rigging, judicial rigging everywhere. So Daniel Bwala, what do you have to say? And now my country people, these are reactions from Nigerians. I'm quite, shocked that Daniel Bwala will stoop himself so low to call out P2B to explain what's happening in UK, to explain the crisis and how the UK is going into recession. How does P2B, how does this, have any connection to do with P2B? Is P2B a British minister? Is P2B the UK minister? I don't understand. This talk is no longer making any sense. And I guess the hunger is hitting hard on Daniel Bwala and has decided to tackle P2B. And I wonder why they choose that path of tackling P2B just to gain favor from the president. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section.